So I've had a very chill morning, just knocking out some of the boring details on the remaining 5 knights, like the little bit of horse that's showing, and the tail, and the metal armor. And then I made one of these guys orange and one red to go along with the yellow one we did the other day. And now there's just 3 more left for this first unit of knights. And in real Bretonnian fashion, I want to keep each one a different color. Not multiple colors on each one, I don't think, just a single color. So I'm thinking maybe one is continuing with this teal-y, turquoisey color and just brighten it up. Maybe a purple one, and a something else. What that is right now, I'm not entirely sure, but let's just keep painting. Okay, we've got our original yellow dude, a blue, teal-y, turquoisey, whatever, this guy, red and orange. And I really think they're looking pretty solid in my scratchy, sketchy, normal style that I like to paint. And that sketchy scratchiness is the whole reason why I like to do colorful underpainting with some sort of rich but darker all over paint, and then more of a zenithal highlight with something brighter. That way, when some of that base color is showing through all of my scratchiness, it's still lighter up top and darker down below. And so it just feels like more natural shadows if shadows were pink or blue. Anyways, next up is a magenta bed sheet wearing horse and rider. And as I normally do, I'll be mixing some of that base color into our magenta for the first layer. And that's one more done. Sir Magenta of the Order of Clowndark. Probably my favorite one so far. Now we've got just one set of bed sheets left. And I'm thinking this guy needs to be green. You know, maybe green is actually my favorite. At any rate, all the bed sheets have color on them now. And all that's left are these skulls on the helms. Now listen, I totally understand that doing some sort of freehand is scary. But I'm here to tell you it shouldn't be. I mean, all you're doing is painting. The worst thing that happens is you have to paint over it and start again. In virtually all circumstances, you are never going to ruin your Mini with paint. And I've said this before, and I am absolutely no expert when it comes to really anything. So take everything I say with a massive grain of salt, which you should really do with anything you hear on the internet anyways. But some things that I've found are to thin your paint down a little bit more than you might think you need to, or at least than you normally would, so that it flows off of the tip of the brush very easily. And I don't put very much paint on my brush at any one time. You can always go back over it to enhance whatever you're painting. And importantly, you absolutely do not need to be very skilled whatsoever. In fact, I would say I'm particularly unskilled when it comes to drawing. So I'm out here putting my crappy freehand on display to, I don't know, maybe give you a little bit of an impetus to try your own. Now, typically with Knights of Bretonnia, whatever they've got as a crest on the top of their helm, they also have as whatever iconography on their bed sheets or on the shield. And I'm just doing the shield here, but I figured since there's a skull, there needs to be a skull on the shield. So I'm doing the most pretentious, obnoxiously YouTuber-y thing and painting my own logo onto my minis. Whatever, it's fun. Look at that, the first unit of the budget Bretonnian build. And before you run away, don't worry, I'll give you better images of these close up right at the end of this video, which you can skip to right now if you want. Now, some of this freehand turned out much, much better than others, but practice makes less bad or something. Don't know. But just as proof that if I can do it, you can do it too. Don't be scared, grab your brush, and just try. And most importantly, thank you so much for watching. You are awesome. And I'll see you tomorrow. I hope.